Hi everyone, I am absolutely delighted to be at Innovation Birmingham speaking to the CEO of Energym, Will Flint. Hi Will, lovely to meet you today. So I've got a couple of questions for you. First question is, tell me about yourself. Secondly, tell me about your business and also what inspires you.
Sure, thanks Pam. It's great to have you here. So my name's Will Flint. I'm the founder and CEO of Energym. I have a background in electrical engineering. I also used to work for a company where I used to be an energy reduction analyst, where I used to go into big corporate buildings and look at how they could reduce their overarching energy expenditure. At that time, it was a lot more about the overall cost of energy, as it is now, funnily enough. Less more about sustainability in those times, but I've over my journey, I've as we all have, had a huge passion that's burning about sustainability and wanting to do something about it. I've also got a bit of a background in fitness. Fitness has helped me through a number of different hard times in my life, and it's really therapy for me. I really believe in gym training, and it's helped me through a lot. So really, the concept behind Energym was born out of my two major passions in life. And from my background and experience within the sector too. So Energym is a business, a tech business where we have been working for a few years to be developing new patented technology which can capture the energy from people's workouts at very high efficiencies and convert this into clean, usable power that can be utilised by buildings such as gyms to feed it back into their grid and help to offset their energy costs and also their carbon footprint as well. We've seen terrific success. It's on a big growth trajectory, so it seems. We've been a number of years in development, which has been challenging during the COVID phase, but we've innovated, and now we've got an incredible demand and pipeline for our products and technology in both the commercial sector and the home market, which is looking extremely exciting. So yeah, that's me.
That's amazing, and the energy and the cost crisis is so prevalent now, so blending your two passions is amazing. So based on the journey and a little bit what you described, what's been your biggest challenge and what's been the biggest successes from your journey?
So challenge-wise, we're a hardware technology business as well as software. We have a software layer to what we do, but naturally supply chains are a really big challenge. Were earlier in the year. We've managed to find some solutions now which are working, but there's still a bottleneck there, and the situation going on in the world right now has meant, and coming out of a post-COVID economy has meant it's been difficult to, there's a microchip shortage, for example, which ironically is the smallest component inside of our product, and there's hundreds of other components and they're all fine, but the microchip shortage is actually the smallest item has actually crippled and delayed some of our production runs. I'm happy to say that we're now back on track, and we are looking to launch into live gyms across the UK and the EU within weeks. So yeah, I'd say that.
That's phenomenal. So challenges in terms of supply chains, but success in terms of getting through that and having kind of a plan to expand to Europe. Wonderful. Okay, so as a aspiring inspirational tech entrepreneur, what pieces of advice would you give to other entrepreneurs out there?
Advice, there's so much. I've learned loads during this journey. Things that have helped me through is learning to be resilient, getting that tough skin, but also not taking your eyes off the end goal and having that mission there and keep reminding yourself of that when times get tough. Focus on that end goal and that end vision and imagine you're there, and then break down the steps in terms of getting there. Patience as well. Not everything is a quick and easy ride. Definitely this journey for us hasn't been. There's been a number of hurdles that we've had to overcome. Rome wasn't built in a day. But it will come over time if you keep putting in the hours, the effort, working hard, working smart. And then finally, I'd say surround yourself with great people. I've been very fortunate enough to have built a world-class team of engineers and marketeers. We're now nearly 20 strong. And, that recruitment process, building a team of like-minded individuals who share the same passion, share that drive, and help to form that culture.
Wonderful. And one more question. Hey, what top tips would you give on raising investment? Because you was from a startup and now you're doing your next round. So any top tips on that?
This is an interesting one. So I nearly fell into this trap myself, but a lot of contacts and friends of mine have, I think, made the mistake of trying to get investment too soon. And with investment, there are a number of pitfalls that you can go down. And when an investor joins your business, it's a marriage. They're there for what you perceive to be for the lifetime of that journey. So it's almost a recruitment process in itself. Making sure that you find those investors that are right for your business. That's they're smart, they can add value and help you get there and believe in your journey and you as a person, and also that you get on with it, those people. But I believe that there's this kind of rush to, we need investment, we need funding in order to do this. You don't, and part of our journey was about building things inside of labs, which we were, borrowing and renting for the universities have been fantastic in supporting us. But there is grant funding out there as well. There's Innovate UK who have supported us through some phases, and there's lots of local regional funds around there, and I'd recommend definitely applying for that and searching through that first. The moment you start focusing everything on the pitch, as it were, and finding those investors, is the moment you take your eyes off building your business, and ultimately you're going to get the best valuation for your business, the best investors that are suited to you if you build and deliver something of value. So your time is the most important resource. Focus that on building your minimum viable product, testing your market, and there are pockets of external funding that you can, do and be in control of within reason, and then the investors then they will come to you. So that's my nugget of advice.
That's wonderful. There's lots of top tips in this, so thank you so much. I'd love to have a look at the book Bikes. Is that okay? Okay, let's go. Will, I'm loving the atmospheric green lighting here. So we are in Regen. Can you tell us a little bit more about it, please?
Sure, thanks, Pam, and welcome to the Regen experience. So this is actually a live demo showroom site that we've set up right next to our HQ here at Innovation Birmingham. We use this area typically for live testing of our technology, and also we invite clients, gyms and commercial spaces on the like to be able to come and experience what we've built. So we've actually got one of our earlier prototypes here, and this is a Regen Ride indoor studio cycle. This is a bike which is extremely smart. We have geeked out on the technology within this, but this bike actually harnesses the power from your workouts by spinning magnets around a coil and creating an electrical current, which is then smartly rectified in this rear fin in this box. And that fin contains all of the smarts and the brains behind the operation. It controls the power, it levels it out, it rectifies it, and then converts it into DC power, which is then pushed into a battery unit, and that battery then feeds the building itself that it resides in. So there's two different types of versions of the product. There is a home cycle, and there is also a gym commercial cycle. And the core difference there with other areas is mainly the battery unit. So within the home unit, we have an ohm battery unit, which you can see here is a previous prototype on the front. And this incorporates a live LED power meter, and it will start to glow as soon as you start pedaling. It then syncs with our smartphone app, and it will remember and recognize the level of your fitness, and it will glow accordingly to how hard you're training, and it will change color when you want to get into your green zone. And that green zone changes over time. The fitter you get, the harder that gets to get into. So it's trying to push you consistently and constantly with nothing more than just a color indicator. Inside of the gym studio environment, we have a different type of battery unit, and that battery collects all of the cycle's power and pushes that in parallel into a bigger battery unit. We have a mock demo example of a battery unit like this. In reality, they're a little bit bigger than this, and they will also glow green whilst they are charging and creating power. That power then gets injected directly into the grid of the gym and allows this to reduce the amount of energy that's being utilized and obviously save on costs, but also reduce carbon footprint. And we can also use this entire experience to really incentivize fitness and to keep that moving forward. So you'll see here as well, it's paired with the screen that's on the bike, and we have a low energy screen with some of our software, which is actually fantastic. This really makes the experience quite special. So once the users are all pedaling together, their workout scores and their metrics and power scores are all displayed in this leaderboard, and over time they will fill up, and then the instructor will have full control and they will have oversight as to how much power they're creating. The instructor can actually do quite smart things here as well, such as control the whole class's resistance as a group, increase that and decrease that. You can do rhythm rides, power rides, different types of workouts, and lots of stuff that was never really been possible before. So we've not just focused, for us, this is about, yes, of course, generating power at maximal efficiencies and making that meaningful, but it's also about incentivizing the fitness experience and trying to make it just that little bit more fun and engaging. So, yeah, thanks for visiting, Pam, and I hope you enjoyed that.
Well, that was incredibly inspiring and innovative, and I absolutely love your passion. So thank you so much for today. Thank you.